Yes, good evening, ghouls and goblins and people of Earth. Tonight we present the next episode of 2 Guys, 13 Terrible Nights of Horror. Okay. Are you pumped?
Yeah, let me get pumped with you. 1 second. Welcome back, boys and girls, to the 13 terrible horror story movies of Halloween. In tonight's episode, we'll be discussing VHS 2.
We liked it more than we liked the first one.
It's the only sequel that is on our list.
It is also the only movie on our list that is an anthology. It's not one movie, but it's several shorts that are told through a series of found footage, is what
point of view, pretty much.
POV found footage stories. They're creepy. They're good. They're all very, very suspenseful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're edge of your seat kind of horror.
Each of them are directed by a different director, and then I believe they put them together. And then there's one story that's throughout the film of the 2 characters watching these films.
So what we want to talk about is each of the stories involved. We think this is a great movie to watch with your friends.
Definitely.
If you have a Halloween party and you guys have a movie session, sit there and watch VHS 2. It's good. I mean, it's legitimately good, even if you've seen it. It came out in 2013.
Yes.
It was that good whenever it came out, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Still good. So the overarching story that happens throughout the movie is called Take 49. It is a story about a PI and the missing guy's girlfriend goes to this missing guy's dorm, and they start watching these tapes, and it cuts to the clinical trials tape.
So this guy, you see him in a hospital. They put in a new eye. It's a camera so he could see out of it. So instead of having a glass eye, he now has bionic vision, I guess, in a way. But apparently it starts going haywire. They say he might see some stuff in the beginning, but pretty much when he gets home after the hospital, shit goes crazy.
Yeah, he just starts seeing all sorts of like ghosts and shit. It's a pretty intense story, considering that the entire thing is in first person. The entire thing is the recording of his eyeball.
Yes.
Of his bionic eye. So that's how the film is shot. After that ends, it goes to this really, really cool and interesting concept. I don't know if it was a short story before, but it's called A Ride in the Park. And it's about a bicyclist who is riding through a park, and he runs into zombies. And he just starts like...
tries to see if they're okay, if they got hurt. Or...
Yeah, it's like he just runs into zombies for the first time. And it's not like he knew they were there or anything. So I was like, what the fuck's going on? And then he he turns into a zombie, and then
it's still filming because it's on his helmet, right?
The film is it's on his GoPro on his helmet. So eventually he becomes a zombie, and then you're watching a zombie go. It's cool. It's cool.
Was.
I mean, it's like different take on horror.
A little bit of spoiler part, but fucking he gets hit by a truck at one part and gets right over.
Oh my God. Yeah, dude. It's good. It's good. See, like that's why it's good to watch with like a party, is that you can sit there and laugh at this one, or sit there and talk over this one, because it's mostly just a guy talking to himself.
Pretty much, yeah.
After that is one of my favorites. It's Safe Haven.
Dude, this one had me fucked up when I first saw it.
It's a suicidal satanic cult in Indonesia. So it's like a documentary, and it's crazy, man. Like they're super recluse.
They're like in like a jungle, but like secluded area.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like I guess like a mountainside, right?
Yeah, in like a big mansion.
It's really creepy. The whole thing is because everybody in this cult is really creepy. Creepy shit happens. Some shady behavior is seen. I don't want to ruin it too much.
Yeah,
you haven't seen it, but it'll fucking. It's good. It's crazy. It's definitely one of the craziest ones on here. After that is the Slumber Party Alien Abduction.
This is kind of like a
nightmare.
Yeah.
A really terrible, bad nightmare. Like, this one's fucking scary and creepy.
It has to do with the alien abduction. There's girls in a lake. And also,
yeah! Oh, the POV, the camera! There's a little dog running around with the camera on it. And so that's how you see everything. You're the point of view of the dog. And and it's like a slumber party out in the woods with all these teenagers.
Yeah, they're teenagers.
High schoolers, yeah. But aliens show up, dude. And it's crazy. It's crazy.
I just like the camera's attached to the dog. It's just such a random point of view.
You like see things and the dog obviously can't tell the people.
Yeah.
Pretty much. It's if any of them are gonna make you have a jump scare, I feel like it's probably this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna grab you by the seat of your pants.
In all these, I think they don't have music. They don't have like a soundtrack.
Yeah, they as far as that, yeah, they're all pretty environmental.
Mm-hmm.
Their soundscapes. So, I mean, it's the whole point of it is just supposed to be like you're watching a collection of found footage.
Exactly.
With like an overarching, weird, creepy story going on at the same time. So, I mean, if you can sit there and watch a movie like that doesn't have to have, continuity or super advanced.
No, not at all.
Several different short stories. Check it out. I mean, like, there's all sorts of movies that come out like this. Like, there's one of them just called Holidays on Netflix. It's 12 holiday horror stories.
One of them was Kevin Smith, I think. He made one of them.
Yeah, I can't remember which one he made, but I remember he was the guest director on one of those.
But these are fun. These are fun, scary movies.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, watch with your friends. It's a great movie to watch with your friends. Because you could talk during some scenes, but then when it gets intense, it's getting intense, so everyone shuts the fuck up.
Yeah, I mean, this is the second out of 3 movies, so if you've never seen any of them, it doesn't really matter. They're all kind of like individual concepts. If you see this one and you like it, you might want to check out the first one. That one is a little bit more low production. There's a third one, which
VHS Viral, it's called.
Yeah, that came out a year after this one, so 2014. They're fun. They're fun. Check them out. Let's have a conversation in the comments.
Yes. Yeah, let's talk about the movie. I'd love to have a conversation about these movies that we're talking about. If you want to talk about this movie or one of our other videos, go back and give us a comment and we'll have something going for you.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and show your friends.
Tune in next time for...